taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Culliver. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Complete to start this drive.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tar Heels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. This rivalry runs really deep, guys. It's the 3rd most played in the FBS.
That's crazy, Reese. It's just crazy to think about all the rivalries across college football. And I love the orange and blue and the baby blue and this showdown every year.
They've been played since 1892, man. That's a long time, and that's something that I think fans, players, and coaches are aware of. This game is very special.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Lopez wants to fire. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Tar Heels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Reads it, fires complete. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Lopez to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give to the single back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they strike first. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Harrison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They're looking for an advantage to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Makes the grab on the left. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Convoy. Lasso.
The give is to Taylor. Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give from the gun. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Lopez wants to fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Quick handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lopez to pass. Intercepted. Looking for more room. The 20. Touchdown, Virginia. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Schiff. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Motion from the back. Lopez wants to fire. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Lopez to pass. Complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man on the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock, This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making adjustments. Now they'll run the draw. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially. Oh, he's got some space. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Right back to the well. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Morris. He's got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Taylor has it. Finds a little space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Cavaliers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Culliver. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes the grab. It's Ship. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Here comes the heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Ship. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give is to Taylor. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
And the Cavaliers have this offense rolling. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia. The Cavaliers showing some attitude as they build this lead against Carolina.
The Wahoos are making plays, and you're really seeing the speed. They've done an outstanding job recruiting, and it's showing up.
Yeah, and they call it the gentleman's rivalry, Virginia does, and they're not treating North Carolina like gentlemen. They're taking care of business and winning this thing.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Culliver. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harrison. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now is the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Lopez to pass. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Now, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He wants to throw it again. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Complete to the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Tar Heels are threatening in the red zone. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Going with the counter play here. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
The Cavaliers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Going to the running game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Tight end now in motion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Get set, get set.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Schiff. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Defense dropping into soft coverage. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. That's caught. It's Green. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Lopez to pass. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Those 2 failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Gets the back moving. Off play action on first down. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Lopez wants to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. This edition of the South's oldest rivalry is steeped in cavalier attitude as Virginia takes down North Carolina. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.